Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be taking a look at a Royal Giant deck. Since the Royal Giant has been absolutely insane since it got buffed in the October balance changes, it really is strong. Does a ton of damage now with the increased damage. But this is the deck we're going to be taking a look at. It's kind of a Royal Giant cycle deck, as no card is going to cost above 4 elixir. Besides the Royal Giant, we have 1, 2, 2, 2 cards right there. So it's going to be a pretty cheap deck. You're going to want to cycle to the Royal Giant as fast as possible using this deck. So we have the Royal Giant, of course. That's a namesake of the deck. As well as the Ice Spirit as a bit of a defensive cycle card. We have Bats and Minions as flying support. Ice Golem as a semi-tank plus a defensive unit. The Tesla to take down Hog Riders, Giants, Golems, the like. And 2 spells here, Zap and Fireball. 2 of the most useful spells in my opinion. So, we know the deck. Let's go ahead and jump into some battles and see how we do played this Royal Giant deck. Alright guys, so in our first battle here, we're going to be going up against a pretty fast Hog Cycle deck. Also featuring the Magic Archer, which could be a bit annoying to deal with, but we do have the Fireball to take care of that. Immediately off the bat, we're going to play that Royal Giant backed up with the Minions. We got those maxed out cards, guys, so why not? He is down in Elixir so much, playing that Magic Archer and Tesla. Only has guards to defend. I don't really have a way to deal with the guards, so I'm going to let it go. For some reason, the Magic Archer didn't lock on the Ice Golem, which is, of course, super frustrating. It happens sometimes. Now my level 9 Tesla is going to be forced to defend against that Hog Rider. Gotta throw in an Ice Spirit as well, just to make sure we don't land a hit on the tower. That's the real problem with having such a discrepancy in card levels. I've maxed out cards in this deck, and then I've level 9 in this deck as well. I really gotta get everything evened out so I can better show off the decks for you guys. Working on it. Working on it. Right there, my opponent is gonna play a Tesla early. Honestly, just not going to be a great play overall because it just makes it a lot easier for me to take out. Going to play the Ice Golem right up front there. Let the Tesla lock on that. Royal Giant's going to take 1 hit from the Tesla. That is called a pro play, guys. Sign me up for CRL because that's about as good as you can get. Of course, my Royal Giant's going to end up not even getting a hit on the tower, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. We got a lead in damage right now, so it's all good. We just gotta play casual, get that Royal Giant down, outplay the Tesla, and we'll take the win. Also, we cannot let that Magic Archer lock on the tower. This time my Ice Golem placement's a bit better. If I waited just another 1/10 of a second, I probably could have gotten it to activate my King's Tower, but it's a bit too pro for me, even though I did have that play earlier. Now we got an Ice Golem heading down that right lane. Gonna get a bit of damage there on the right tower, just with the death damage. So now, Tesla again, pretty predictable. We're playing those bats right off the bat. Minions then are going to protect the Royal Giant. Unfortunately, that Musketeer was grinding away. I knew that Hog was coming too. I was waiting on the Fireball because I knew I'd kill that Magic Archer and Musketeer. And I was able to Fireball all of that down right there. I was just waiting on that Hog. Again, my opponent is going to play the Tesla. We're going to play a Royal Giant right there. Hopefully clean it up. Last time my Ice Golem didn't work too well, so we're going to lay off for this time. Check out that spam we're throwing in there. Setting my opponent up for a Zap. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Play Minions or Bats. Probably don't play both because I screwed up. That was not a great play. Good Fireball by my opponent there, predicting the Tesla. That's what you get by playing the Tesla in the same spot every time. Make sure to switch up your defense placement a little bit. Play it off to the left a bit. Play it up a bit, just so your opponent can't do all of that at once. Gonna zap down the guards plus Musketeer there. Pretty good elixir trade for me. I'm going to play the Tesla in the same spot. My opponent does not have the elixir for a Fireball, though, and we're able to clean it up very nicely. Plays Musketeer there, which is going to spell the beginning of the end since he does not have the Tesla. Royal Giant is locking onto that tower. Minions clean up the Musketeer, and now that tower is severely low on health. I think it is a Fireball and a Zap at my card levels away. Of course, in the heat of the battle, guys, the heat of the battle, you're not thinking about that. I was only thinking 2 fireballs. I could have won the game right here, but I was just concerned about defending my tower here. 66 health definitely is enough for the zap to take down, but I'm going to instead choose to zap those guards down. Really got to pay attention. That's something I got to do better. Something anyone can do better is just pay attention to how much damage spells do. But I'm going to end up cleaning it up with the fireball, and I'm going to win pretty easily 1-0. So second battle coming right up. It's going to be a giant skeleton log bait deck. Really kind of a fun deck to play. I actually really want to do a video on it now after I played against it. Definitely gotta take advantage of the goblin barrel. Right there, I'm gonna zap it down. Take a hit from the knight. 2 hits from the knight, actually. But we can deal with that. That knight was pretty low on health. Time to counter push now. Got that Inferno coming up. The minion play, guys. That is the reason I always trail my minions and it bats just a bit off to the left. If your opponent plays an Inferno tower, or actually any defense in the middle of their side of the map, the minions or bats will be able to suck it up instead of the Royal Giant. It really can save a lot of health from your Royal Giant, especially if it's an Inferno tower, and allow it to lock onto the tower faster if the minions can get there. So, number 1 push with this deck, I'd say Royal Giant with the minions about 2 tiles to the left, and that'll defend a lot of different things, like the Inferno Dragon if it's played off as well. But now we gotta focus on defending. Got that zap for the Goblin Barrel. Tesla should be able to take care of the Giant Skeleton, but I was a bit nervous with that poison, so I'm gonna throw in minions and the Ice Golem as well, just to make sure that bomb doesn't get too close to my tower. We're looking pretty good though. Really got a ton of damage down that first push in on the tower, thanks to the play right there. Icebear's gonna go in. I was just trying to get a bit of chip damage in on that tower, but we're able to freeze the princess, clean up with bats, and one of the bats will get a hit on the tower, so I can't really complain. Here comes the same Royal Giant minions push. My opponent learned that time, played the Inferno right there in front. I'm going to zap down the Goblin Gang just to make sure I can get the offensive power. I should be saving it for the Goblin Barrel, but if I zap there, I knew I'd take the tower, and sometimes you gotta take that trade, especially when you're playing a cycle deck like we are now. I'm already almost back to zap. Gonna play the Tesla there so I can easily have zap available. Fireball down that princess, and with that, we're back to zap. So sometimes it pays to cycle, guys. Tesla is gonna take down that giant skeleton, and with the 1 bat left, I'm not too worried about the knight. Better play by the Inferno from my opponent, but minions are going to lock on the knight. Take that down. He's going to defend pretty well, but we really need the second tower. 20 seconds left, so it's just a defense now at this point. We basically have this. As long as we use the zap on the Goblin Barrel, that can't get too much damage. Poison's going to go down. Again, not really going to do anything. I have enough elixir to defend. Giant Skeleton's just going to freeze, and we're going to throw out the Royal Giant so nothing gets to the tower. Easy as that. We're going to really take that one with ease. 1-0. So as we segment into the third battle here, we're going to be going up against another hog deck. A lot of people are saying how strong Royal Hogs are right now, but I gotta be honest, I've never seen so many Hog Riders used in this game. So, we're starting off this game with that same push as I was explaining last battle, with the Royal Giant with the minions off to the left there. He's got a lot of strong defensive cards, even though he doesn't have a defensive building, so he'll be able to shut us down without taking too much damage by using these opponents, or by these defenses that I'll in turn have to counter when they come to my side of the map. First push though, we're able to get a bit of damage onto that right tower, so we're looking good. Right here, I'm kind of screwed because I didn't have the Tesla in play because I used it against the Valkyrie. Gotta use minions and Ice Spirit. Hog is gonna get a ton of damage onto the tower, but we're gonna learn. We know he has the Hog now, so we're not gonna waste the Tesla on a Valkyrie or a Witch if I can help it, of course. For some reason, I thought he was super low on elixir, so I was gonna play the Royal Giant there. I actually ended up playing really well there. Hit him with the zap, which with the Royal Giant's new damage, a zap plus a Royal Giant can completely annihilate an Inferno tower if you time it right. but because of that zap, I'm able to take down the tower. My Royal Giant basically still had full health when it was going up against the tower. So, we just gotta defend now. We're halfway through this battle, and we really gotta work on defense. We're smarter now. We've learned a lot throughout this battle. We know not to play that Tesla now against the Witch or Mouth, unless I don't have any other moves. See, I'm full elixir here. He's got a Witch coming down, but I'm thinking maybe it's time to push until he fireballs down my minions. We're going to play the Tesla. Been talking, I shouldn't, but I knew the Hog was coming. The Hog was almost there. So we're just going to freeze it, make sure we can take out the Hog without it getting a hit on the tower, which is going to go down, only getting a few hits onto our tower. And we're pushing again. We got bats, we got minions, we got the Royal Giant. Not really gonna do anything with that Inferno Tower. Minions and bats are more than enough to take care of it. But that Musketeer is actually gonna be a ton more effective at taking out my Royal Giant than the Inferno Tower. Just happens sometimes. Got that Tesla back in play. Great fireball there. If only it was about a tile to the left. Would have taken out my Tesla, and I probably would have lost the tower. But that's how prediction plays go sometimes. You hit them sometimes you don't. Better Inferno by my opponent. This is actually great that we played the Inferno Tower twice in this video so you guys can see what the Royal Giant's like. We're going to build up that left tower push there. Just make sure my opponent doesn't take the right tower. It's almost going to fall, but it doesn't matter. We're going to wrap up our third straight battle with the 1-0 victory. And if you made it this far through the video, thank you guys so much for watching. It really means a lot to me that you guys are willing to watch all of these videos I put out. If you have a deck idea or some deck you'd like to see me review and cover, go ahead and leave a comment below letting me know what kind of deck that is. But besides that, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any videos. Make sure to like the videos, support me a little bit. I'll see you guys soon with some more Clash Royale.